Hello, my name is Logaraj, son of Tamodaran, and my metric number is 01DDT19F2088. Okay, I would like you to explain about 5 important aspects to get started design accessible web pages. Okay, the first one, color independent in conveying information. Okay, while color can be useful to convey information, color should not be the only way information is conveyed. When using to differentiate, elements also provide additional identification that does not rely on color perception. For example, use an asterisk in addition to color to indicate required form field and use labels to distinguish areas on graphs. Okay, now the second one. The second one is provide smile and clear navigation option. Okay, ensure that navigation across pages within a website has consistent naming, styling and positioning. Provide more than one method of website navigation such as a site search or site map. Help users understand where they are in website or page in providing orientation cues such as breadcrumbs and clear headings. Now the third one. The third one is ensure that form elements include clearly associated labels. Ensure that all fields have a descriptive label adjacent to the field. For left to the right languages, labels are usually positioned to the left or above the field, except for the checkboxes and radio buttons where they are usually to right. Avoid having too much space between labels and fields. Okay, this is about ensure that form fields include clearly associated labels. Okay, now we move on to the number 4. Number 4 is provide easily identifiable feedback. It's about the feedback. So provide feedback for interactions such as confirming form submissions, alerting the user when something goes wrong, or notifying the users or changes on the pages. Instruction should be easy to identify. Important feedback that requires users action should be presented in a prominent style. Okay, last but not least, number 5, include image and media alternatives in your design. Okay, provide a place in your design for alternatives for images and media. For example, you might need number 1, visible links to transcripts of audio. Number 2, visible links to audio described version of videos. Number 3, text along with icons and graphical buttons. The last one, number 4, captions and description for tables or complex graph. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Sadgunan Puvalan, and now I'm going to explain about the assistive technology and the universal design. First, I start with the assistive technology. Assistive technology refers to a broad term that were hardware and software that enable people with disabilities to access technology. The first point is assistive technology used by blind people, braille system and keyboard. Operates by raising and lowering combination of pins to create braille characters. Allows individual to both read and write braille quietly and save files. Then portable are usually able to interface with the computer and connect to the internet. Examples are Fusion, Braillian, Focus and JAWS. The second is assistive technology used by mobility impairment people. Screen reader. A screen reader is a software application that enables people with severe visual impairment and having other disabilities issues to use a computer. Screen reader work closely with a website or web page to provide information about icons, menus, dialogues boxes, and etc. Next is speech recognition. Speech recognition involves receiving speech through a device's microphone, which is then checked by a speech recognition service against a list of grammar, the vocabulary you want to have recognized in a particular app. When a word or phrase is successfully recognized, it is written as a result or list of results as a text string, and further action can be initiated as a result. Next is motion or eye tracking. Eye tracking is a sensor technology that makes it possible for a computer or other devices to know where a person is looking. An eye tracker can detect the presence, attention, and focus on the user. It allows for unique insights into human behavior and facilitates natural user interfaces in a broad range of devices. The ability to control a computer using an eye is also vital for people who are unable to speak or use their hands. Okay, the third one is assistive technology used by hearing impairment people. Some alternative input devices. An alternative input device to the typical mouse and keyboard interaction for users with physical or cognitive impairment. Next is head pointers. Head pointers are devices which allows the movement of the mouse pointer to be controlled by voluntary head movements. A typical head pointing system comprises of a special camera which sits on the monitor or laptop screens. Small reflective dots that are placed on the user's forehead, glasses or finger, and specialist software which converts head movement into mouse movement and handle button clicking. Okay, the last is single switch entry devices. This kind of devices can be used with other alternative input devices or by themselves. These are typical use with one-screen keyboards. The one-screen keyboard has a cursor move across the keys, and when the user wants is in focus, the user will click the switch. This can also work on web page. The cursor can move through the web page, and if the user wants to click on the link or button when that link or button is in focus, the user can activate the switch. Okay. The next is universal design, the flexibility in use. Universal design is the design of buildings, products, or environment to make them accessible to all people regardless of age, disability, or other factors. Flexibility in use. The design accommodates a wide range of individual preferences and abilities. It provides choice in the methods of use. It accommodates right or left-handed access and use. It facilitates the user's accuracy and precision. Then it provides adaptability to the user's face.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish Kumar son of Shanmugam, and my matrix number is 01DDT19F2105. Let me take over from here. Why universal design is not just about one size fits all. Universal design does encourage designers to consider the wide-ranging abilities of their users, and where possible, an optimal design that caters for as many people as possible should be sought after. But a more universal solution can also incorporate, for example, customizable features that can be adapted from user to user, smart features that learn a user's preferences after multiple users, most relevant to ICT, and specialized solutions to meet particular needs. The aim is to provide the same or equivalent experiences, activities, and services to everyone. It is accepted that these may have to be provided through slightly different routes or interfaces, but designers should strive to create a design that does not exclude or segregate. The fifth, how this learning environment benefits students and teachers. A learning environment that could offer learners must feel supported, welcomed, and respected. Hybrid learning environment could offer more accessible options, by allowing classroom and online participants to engage in meaningful collaboration. In a hybrid learning environment, much of the communication between instructors and students, as well as information from the college or university, is done online. Benefits of hybrid learning environment. The improved level of flexibility it offers, where students are given freedom in how, what, when, and where they learn. Flexible learning environments address how physical space is used, how students are grouped during learning, and how time is used throughout teaching. Increased access to learning. For many of those working in the education sector, the most exciting aspect of hybrid learning is its potential to open up access to learning. On a basic level, when in-person teaching is the only option available, all students need to be within traveling distance of the classroom throughout the full duration of their course. With hybrid learning, this is not necessarily the case, which can mean a greater number of people feel able to participate. Its ability to improve how teaching resources are used, and this can be seen in number of different ways. Hybrid learning is its ability to improve how teaching resources are used, and this can be seen in a number of different ways. For one, the mix of all physical classroom learning and remote learning can allow for smaller classrooms to cater for more students, while saving the very largest rooms for lessons that really need them. The potential to reduce cases of absence on class. Hybrid learning is the potential to reduce cases of absence on a course. This can occur because while people may feel too physically unwell to attend a classroom, they may still well enough to engage with the class throughout remote learning, meaning they no longer need to miss out entirely. And that's all from me. Thank you.